The Tarraco, the family SUV from SEAT.
Meet the SEAT Tarraco. We're here at Great Windsor Park and under the flight path of London Heathrow.
This is the largest SUV by the Spanish manufacturer, and as standard it comes with 7 seats. This has got a 1.5 TSI Evo engine and a 6-speed manual gearbox, and it's quite economical, isn't it?
It is. The trim we have here is the SE Technology, and it comes with full LED headlamps.
It also retails for around 31,000. The range tops out at 39,000 around,
Yep.
But it also starts at, I think it's about 27,000 as well.
Yeah, it's a really good range of prices. You get different engines, you get different gearboxes. It's something you can make your own.
One thing to note is all metallic paint is complimentary and you can choose a colour, so why not go for that as well?
Saying that, I will be looking at the exterior and the styling.
I'll be looking at the interior, the functionality and the build quality.
We will then both be driving it, and then I will bring you the verdict on whether or not this is the car for you.
If you like cars, the latest automotive news, why not subscribe to the channel? Hit the notification bell, that way you'll be updated every time we upload some new content. Thank you.
Stepping around to the front of the vehicle, the first thing you notice is the grille. It's got this lovely diamond-esque styling and this chrome surround with the SEAT badge, which gives it a bit of an executive feel. The bodyline flows and it's got lovely sculpted headlamps. The rugged look is carried on in the bumper, and it does help that you can get this as an all-wheel drive. You have full LED headlamps with daytime running lights, and you have something that SEAT calls lane assist, which is a combination of lane departure warning systems and lane keep assist. You have front fogs and an option of adding adaptive cruise control. Coming around to the side of the vehicle, the first thing you notice are the 18-inch alloy wheels. You can get different sizes in different trim. The flooring bodyline does continue down the side of the vehicle, and you do have these plastic arches and this trim here carrying on the rugged look for the outdoors. The chrome surround continues down the side of the car, and you have a black B-pillar and privacy glass in the rear. This car comes with all-round disc brakes that are vented at the front. You also have roof rails, and these are black. Going around to the back of the vehicle, you're reminded that it's a SEAT Tarraco, and the rugged feel is continued in the bumper. You have a spoiler with a high-level brake light and a shark fin aerial. You have LED rear lights with scrolling indicators, which are very, very cool, and a nice style feature is this connecting reflector. You have parking sensors and 360 camera on higher trim levels. One of the features we very much like about the SEAT Tarraco are these very small, teeny tiny LED reversing lights. Very powerful, very, very cool, and we've not seen them before. Nice.
Stepping into the SEAT Tarraco is nice and easy. You've got a raised ride height and the doors open nice and wide. Once inside, well, there's no mistaking it is SEAT. Soft touch plastics, decent sized infotainment screen. You've even got a virtual cockpit on this. Leather wrapped steering wheel and a 6-speed manual gearbox. And look, driving modes too. The SE Technology also has this trim and very comfortable seats. Overall very well trimmed, even Isofix points on the front. When it comes to functionality, we've got all-round electric windows, electrically adjusted door mirrors, which are heated and power folding too. Depending on which trim you get, you can also get blind spot detection. You've got auto lights down here, rain sensing wipers. You can get lane assist depending on which model you get. Now in our model you get lane assist as well, which is a combination of lane departure warning and lane keep assist. Media controls on the left with a little roller switch. On the right you can control your fuel computer. There's also another roller switch there as well. The buttons on the right will operate the different views for your dash. You've got like minimalist layouts. You've also got one with a full width navigational map as well, which is around 10 inches. Looks very impressive. Moving to the infotainment screen, very clear, very intuitive, comes with DAB radio, Bluetooth. You can also easily connect Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's also got full navigation as well. Under there, you've got your tri-zone climate control. That's right, in here you have dual zone in the front and you have zone in the back as well. It's digitally operated, the dials are here, and you've got your readouts just above. There's also shortcut buttons for the rest of the air conditioning. Below that there's a 12-volt socket, 2 USBs and an auxiliary. As you can see, you've got the 6-speed manual and you can disable your start-stop. To the right, the start engine stop button, electrically operated handbrake with an auto hold button. Behind that, that's where the fun happens. You've got a little dial here. It's rotary and it allows you to select eco, normal, sport and individual. As you can see, we've no panoramic sunroof on this, but you can get it on other trims. You've got an SOS button up here. There's also reading lights too. Oh, and don't forget the auto dimming mirror. When it comes to practicality, as you can see, I'm 6'3" and I've got a decent amount of headroom. I've got lots of legroom as well. All the adjustment in the seat is manual. They're very comfortable. When it comes to the steering wheel, I've got reach and brake adjustment. It's a comfortable driving position. This area is padded behind the electric windows and there's soft touch plastic on top to rest your arm. When it comes to storage, decent sized door bins where you can fit a bottle of water. Storage point just behind the USBs. 2 cup holders with a sliding door in the middle, and as you can see, you've got a leather armrest under that. Quite a large storage area where you could fit your lunch. When it comes to the glove box, this is actually chilled by the air conditioning, so you could have some yogurts in there if you liked. You've also got a CD player with SD card. Looks like SD1 has got the navigation in. Room wise, well, decent sized glove box. You've also got overhead storage up here where you could fit a pair of sunglasses. My word, that might be one of the easiest vehicles to climb into. You've got the decent raised ride height. As you can see, these doors are colossally long, but that's because this is a 7-seater, so they need to open wide so you can get access to the 3rd row. Once in here though, it's very comfortable. At 6'3", you can see I've got decent headroom even if I lean right back. 3 people will fit in here on shorter journeys quite easily, 2 very comfortably, and you've got an armrest here with 2 cup holders as well. It's very comfortable, it's very well trimmed as well, and the thing about the seats in this, they slide forwards and backwards. You can also recline them too. Lots of room under here for your feet. I've got lots of leg room as well. I mean, realistically, that's about 6 inches, and that's for me. And look, picnic tables. Pull in the little button and you can pull it up there so you can eat your meal or you can watch from your tablet. And with the Tarraco, you've got air conditioning in the middle and you can adjust the heating because this car comes with tri-zone, which means this area has its own zone. USB under that and 12-volt socket. Electric window here, a nice padded area for your arm. It's lit up nicely with this fabric area too. As it's the SE technology, you've got this insert here with the nice pattern. Hard plastic on top, but that doesn't really matter because, as I mentioned, nice place to rest your arm. Airbags up here, and you've got a decent sized door bin as well where you could fit a bottle of water and a bag of snacks. Up here you've also got map reading lights, and one thing that I really like about this, and it's great for mobility challenges, is above each door is a handle to assist you in getting in and out. As you can see, this is a 7-seater, but let's see if I can get into the 3rd row of seats. Wish me luck. It would be cool if this folded up here. However, that's not going to stop me. Right, well, it's doable. As I've demonstrated, it's not really ideal for adults, but that's not what it's for. 2 children, very comfortable back here. Cup holder to the left hand side. There's also a little storage tray to the right. When it comes to the boot of the Tarraco, you can unlock it using the key. This will also double as a power tailgate button if you have it on your trim. This does not have it. There's also a button under here. As you can see, it opens nice and high. I can actually stand under it and I could use this glass to peer so I could watch the races. Really cool. It's an SUV, so there's no boot lip. Got like a false floor here that covers up. Yes, this is the parcel shelf, very neatly stowed away. Under that, we've also got the optional spare wheel. There's tabs on either side to drop the seats. There's a 12-volt socket in here and also a boot light. When it comes to capacities, 263 litres with all seats up, 700 litres with these 2 down, And if you drop all the seats, that will increase to 1,775 litres. You'll quite easily get a couple of mountain bikes in there. You've also got handy storage points on the left and the right hand sides. There's also tethering points too. What's a Seat Tarraco like to drive? Well, it's powered by a 1.5 TSI Evo engine and develops around 150 horsepower. And this one's got 6-speed manual as well. And it'll pull 0 to 60 in about 9.6. It's a rather peppy engine. I mean, considering the size of this car, because this is a standard 7-seater. So yeah, it copes very well. But that's the thing that you're seeing in today's world. Engine capacities are far smaller for bigger cars.
Interesting to find that you have a smaller engine that gives you this much power. Well, that's a nice surprise in a car of this size to have such speed and engagement.
Well, that's it. SUVs are getting more and more agile. They seem to get bigger and bigger, but it doesn't seem to compromise handling. And I like to drive this in sport mode because that makes the steering a lot more weighted, which suits my driving style a lot better. The modes you have at your disposal are
Eco mode, we've got normal, we've got sport, and we've got individual.
So you can set it to the style that you prefer. It weightens up the steering wheel and does a couple more tweaks. Just makes it a slightly more engaging or economical or individual driving experience.
I personally enjoyed the driving experience, especially as you said, for a big car. There's very little body roll, it's very peppy, and it feels great to drive.
It does. The steering is light if it's in normal mode. Put it into sport mode and it does become quite a bit more weighted. But that feels great, especially on a country road. Saying that, the steering goes exactly where you point it, gives you great feedback, doesn't feel like a lumbering beast.
Yeah, there's no wallow really at all.
No, and it feels completely under control as well.
Yeah.
Even at higher motorway speeds, it really is good, and it can still be very agile as well. The gearbox, it's a nice short shift, 6-speed, there's no notchiness, and it flows smoothly whilst changing gear. And if you drop a gear,
just feel that power.
Well, there you go, you've got readily available power.
Yeah, through all of the gears. So lots of variety there for you to choose however you want to drive.
There is, yeah. It's quite well refined in here. There's not too much cabin noise. You can hear the tyre rumble now, but we're on an exceptionally bad road. We're actually heading towards Blenheim Palace.
Red light camera reported ahead.
We're also running Waze, but that's because we have no clue where we are. It's quick off the mark, and it's rather economical too. I think this one we've been getting around 38 to the gallon, which isn't bad for a 7-seater.
No, the fuel economy's been good.
And also, because it's petrol, it's got a great sound too.
Yes, it's quite throaty actually for such a big car.
It is. Suspension just eats up bumps. Even in sport mode, it isn't particularly harsh. You will feel the odd pothole, but if you put it into normal mode, it will soften it quite a bit.
Yeah, I agree, it gives you more bounce than bump.
Yeah. Well, it's well set up, it's very well balanced. It's very well planted for the size of it.
Yeah, I agree. And with the buckety type of seats, you feel very well cushioned and supported during that ride.
You certainly do. And visibility wise, it does have a smaller windscreen, but that gives it a really sporty, agile look, but it doesn't restrict vision. Even with the B pillar, you can still see quite easily over your shoulder for a lifesaver
Turn
look.
left onto a 4095 Port Way.
As you can see, it takes off quite well. It will wheel spin a little bit if you floor it, but you expect that.
Especially when you're in sport mode.
2.1 miles.
Exactly.
Turn right on.
And always remember, it's not just this engine. You can get diesels, you can get a range of gearboxes, or you can get a range of engines. Don't know why I'm slowing down. I'm in an SUV.
Because that's what you do with a speed bump.
Well, you don't need to in an SUV. You just
kind of like plough on crops.
Exactly.
Yeah, hard to break a habit of a lifetime though, really, isn't it?
Brakes are very good. You've got an electronic handbrake with hill hold assist. There's also an auto hold button here as well.
It also comes with start-stop, which is perfect for city driving.
It certainly is. And this has got keyless go as well, which means you've got a start button.
And it gives you a reminder to take your mobile phone with you when you've turned the engine off.
It does. Manoeuvring wise, not bad at all. This has got rear parking sensors, no front parking sensors. That would have been nice to see. You can also get an optional camera as well. If you've noticed, now we're doing around 25. It's very quiet in the cabin and it is quite a refined experience. Ours is the SE Technology and it's around 31,000.
That was very peppy.
Yeah, exactly. You can get out of trouble very quickly in this, and even that racer that must have been doing about 40 miles an hour.
Exactly. You were actually manoeuvred around that really quickly and easily. There was very little body roll.
Yeah.
It felt very controlled, very tight, and full of power.
Yeah. You've also got all-round disc brakes with the front being vented. Yeah, it's very well set up. This model has got 18-inch wheels, but if you really want to style it up, you can get 20s. There's also 17s available too.
It would have been nice maybe to see a panoramic sunroof in here.
Yeah, well, you can get panoramic sunroofs on other models. As I mentioned, you've got parking sensors and you can get the camera, but manoeuvring it, it doesn't feel too big. It's not too hard to park either. The mirrors fold in as well. You can also get blind spot detection and all manner of options that we mentioned in the exterior. It also has SEAT's lane assist as well, which is a bit like lane keep assist and lane departure warning. You can also get active cruise control as an option, and that raised ride height means you can really go adventuring, muddy campsites and little trails. One thing we did notice is if you pull away and keep your foot ever so slightly on the clutch, you will end up kangarooing. All you need to do is lift your foot completely off the clutch and you completely eliminate it. I've read quite a bit about this online, but yeah, we managed to get it sorted within one go. You've got automatic lights, they're full LEDs as well, and you've got rain sensing wipers as well. You've also got some rather funky dials here, lots of different settings. You can have your media in the center. It'll also display your lane assist and that kind of thing. The fuel computer also gives you information and stats on your driving. You can also operate some of the car's setting through the infotainment screen as well. You can easily connect Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to this system.
All in all, a very comfortable, very versatile SUV.
It is very roomy, very practical. There's a range of engines, there's a range of gearboxes. You can even get a four-wheel drive model too.
With a range of engines and gearboxes to choose from, the SEAT Tarraco is an SUV that has lots of versatility. It's the largest SUV in the SEAT range and comes as a 7-seater as standard. It even comes with a four-wheel drive option and prices start from just under £28,500. The model we have is the SE Technology and it costs just over £31,000. It comes with a 1.5 litre TSI Evo petrol engine and a 6-speed manual gearbox. It gives you 150 PS and will get you from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 9.7 seconds, delivering 250 Newton meters of torque. All Tarracos have standard features which include LED lights, tri-zone climate control and all-round disc brakes which are vented at the front. The SE Technology comes with 18-inch alloy wheels, digital cockpit, blind spot detection and a 3D map navigation system. You can tow up to 2.2 tonnes with this SUV and the fuel economy is good too, giving you around 40 to the gallon. It's also Euro 6 and NCAP 5. With great looks, this premium SUV from SEAT is a real head-turner. And if the SE Technology doesn't suit all your needs, don't worry, as there are 4 trims to choose from. Why not have a look at the Excellence Luxe? It's got larger wheels, leather sport seats and a top view camera. There may even be an FR model coming as well.